So today I just want to kind of get a better insight at the ProStudio Solutions Scrim, which I showed in one of my previous videos. In this kind of a more detailed look, these are great. They're so simple to set up, very good build quality, and it looks good when you're using them out with clients. They make them in a couple of different sizes. You see here that I have three different ones here. So they make them in different sizes, and it's pretty much the same. But today we're just going to unbox the 4x4 one here, which I think is a good one for a lot of you guys to start out with. The reason why you want to go with a 4x4, there are a lot of 4x4 kind of frames out there already, and so you could use some of the materials out there and kind of apply it to this frame. Or as you can see in the corner here, I have some gels. Your gels may already be cut out to a 4x4 because that's kind of standard. So while they do have bigger and larger sizes, if you don't have a 4x4, this is probably the most common one that you'll kind of find elsewhere. So taking a look at the kit here, we have this white scrim material here. It's kind of a grid diffusion, and then it has a reflector material here. You have silver on one side, and on the opposite side of this is a very shiny white, so you can use it as a bounce, whereas this one you can use it as a bounce, but it won't direct all of the light back. It'll kind of shoot through the scrim, and this material here, it will actually bounce more of that material back because it's a shiny white and it's not translucent. So one side is white, one side is silver. Now the frame here, it's a very nice frame. As you can see, the kit is very easy to kind of put away, and this is how the frame folds. This is how we open up the frame. Now you'll notice on each side here there are these joints, and as these joints go out, they lock in place. And they're kind of spring loaded on the end here, so they won't collapse unless you push the button back in, and then you have to fold it back down. So very fast to kind of set up and to break down and put it back into the bag. Let's go ahead and set this one up. Now we have the material here, and it's really just these kind of stretch garters here at the corners. So you just pull them here off of each end. As I said, 4x4 is pretty big. It's a very common size frame. There are also a lot of materials out there that you can buy off the shelf, designed for, like a quarter stop, a half stop, a full stop, or even more. So they have a lot of different materials. You can buy straight black, use it as a flag. Now, the reason you probably want to buy something off the shelf rather than kind of make your own, you can use any material, make your own. If you're planning on putting it in front of a cool light, no problem. But if you're planning on using material in front of, say, a tungsten Fresnel that could get hot, then you want to make sure you're getting something that's not going to catch fire. So typically like a ripstop nylon or something. Also, some of the material that you buy out there is designed to not change color temperature, because that's also a problem. So if you're using a material that isn't pure, say white, then you could get a little bit of a different color cast. Also, some materials will go yellow as they get exposed to, like, say, UV or heat, or something like that. So you definitely want to get a good material if you're planning on using it a lot. But you could, I guess, buy your own fabric if you know what to look out for. To mount this guy onto, say, like a light stand, they have these little holes here on the side, the top and the bottom. There's an adapter here. So they have this special adapter here. This is kind of a double socket. And so on the top here, it's got a little kind of hole or a little thread that you'll run on top. So for instance, we put this here. So you guys probably don't see the entire frame in the shot, but you can see I have the double socket stand adapter here. So this is like a 5/8, goes on a pin, and that allows you to kind of tilt the flag. Obviously you want to use some kind of light stand here. So that's how you could get it onto a stand. Now they do also include in the kit a nice little boom arm here, a telescoping arm. Now this is a pretty heavy duty boom arm. It feels heavy, there's some weight to it. So it's a good counterbalance for this large scrim. And it's kind of a 4-section. It's also kind of gas loaded. So as you push this down, like you could feel it won't slam on your finger. So if I was holding this up and I was to release one of these pins, it won't slam down on my finger. It'll come down slowly. At the top here, you also have a 90-degree pin clamp, so you could get one. It comes with one of these pins for the stand adapter, and then you could put it in either through the top. So if you're holding it straight up, or you can come in off the side. So it's a 90-degree, and then you'll be able to mount this scrim off to the side. Now the reason you want to do that is if you're outdoors and it's bright, you want to create some shade for your subject. It'll allow you to hold this boom arm straight up while this is at a 90-degree, or you could angle it as well, but that's much more comfortable to hold because you're leaving all the weight down on the floor. So really nice boom arm that is included with this 4x4 scrim here. So that's kind of a look at the kit. All packs up in this bag here. I really suggest the 4x4. Really good quality material, really good cost. And you can use it for a lot of things. So again, you can use it outdoors as some shade. You can use it kind of to diffuse light. You can come indoors. You could shoot through it with a big light, or you can bounce light off of it. So I mean, you could do a lot. You could flag light. You could, I don't know, so many uses for these things. And I have a couple of them. I bought these, because they are very handy and they work really well. Anyways, I'm going to have a link below the description of this video if you guys have any more questions, or check out my site, cheesycam.com.